Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at some more Project Pies. Yeah, today we're taking a look at 3 individual meat pies from Project Pies Nottingham. Featured their original pork pie on the channel earlier in the week, and now it's time for some of their kind of dinner specials. Today we have a steak pie, a chicken Balti pie and a chicken pie. I think that order is correct, although these two might be the other way around. Don't worry, I'm not going to sit here and eat 3 whole pies by myself. Food is involved. As a result, my other half is here once again.
Hello.
And yeah, so these are hot, fresh out the oven. Really looking forward to this. Normally I think you'd have one of these with a few chips and some peas, or even share one with some chips and peas or something, but given that we're eating 3 whole pies, I've just got a bowl of peas right here for display reasons only, really. So I'm going to try and get these out carefully, split them in the middle so my other half can have the same tasting experience, and we'll take it from there. Just before we get started, as a quick reminder, these are from Project Pies Nottingham. Check them out on Instagram, Facebook, etc. They're currently delivering around the city, Sneinton and Carlick areas of Nottingham, but hopefully, very hopefully, they'll have sorted some national delivery system very, very soon. Right, I'm not quite sure how to do this without getting pie everywhere, but we'll give it a go. Hot, 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 hot. Well, the pie's not falling apart, which is a very good sign. Oh, straight out. Slightly softer, that one. I think that's the Balti there, so that's probably to be expected. And this, the steak took no convincing whatsoever. Right. What do you want to do? Do you want to go half? Do you want to do half and then half and then half, or do you want all half or 3 at once?
Let's do one at a time.
Which one would you like first?
Surprise me.
I'm going to start here because it's right in front of me. I think this is chicken. We think this is chicken. So, put it across the... Well, it cuts very easily and isn't all going everywhere.
That looks like chicken.
That is a chicken pie. Let's take a look at that. There you go. Right, I'm going to dig in to this chicken pie. It smells like everything a chicken pie should smell like, I think. It's creamy, a lot of roast chicken smell. Oodles of flavour. It's not too wet.
Yeah, exactly. It's creamy without being too soggy.
Yeah. Doesn't go everywhere. You could eat this with your hands at a football match, should you wish. I mean, you'd have to cook it at home and take it in, so it'd probably be a bit impractical, but you get the idea. It's got that right balance of being moist, but not just going everywhere. I mean, you can see it's not falling apart, and that is a very precarious forkful I've got right there. I don't think I'm going to attempt that in one. I think it might be a bit too hot, but...
Pastry's really nice as well. It's really buttery.
It is.
Pastry.
This is absolutely class. Right, let's try and dissect a few bits to test it on its own. So we know the pastry is going to be good based on the pork pie last time. Let's just get a bit of this chicken cream. I don't know if it's tiny bits of, I don't know if it's leaking here or this is just chicken and like a cream sauce actually. I feel like this is an entire chicken used in the pie.
This is a roast chicken.
Yeah, which makes all the difference because normally chicken that's just made with chicken breast, chicken pieces, it's a bit dry, they're a bit...
You get a specific taste out of roast chicken as well, don't you, compared to
yeah, it's
chicken
just all that
been cooked and fried
yeah,
up.
it's all that dark meat and the fat and stuff. You get that in this, which you don't get in a lot of standard pies because they just use either... They promote themselves by saying we just use chicken breast. People think that's a good thing, but that's not really what you want. The flavour is in a combination of all of the bird, and that is what you get here. Right, onto the pastry. I hadn't realised how good that was because the chicken was so good.
Buttery.
That's like, again, I said it on the pork pie one, but even more so now it's warm. It's like a biscuit. It's like all but a shortbread pastry.
That's where the butter's coming from, I think, because it's that shame.
Oh, it's so good. That is sensational. Right, I'm going to finish this half off and then I'm going to have a little garden pea interlude.
Petit pois.
We're having a petit pois interlude. And we'll go on to the next pie.
There's also no grease.
No, it's like the taste is that really rich, almost feels like it is going to be fatty, as in not sinewy fatty, as in when there's a sauce that's got high fat content when you've like made a gravy of stock and stuff like that. But then there's not really. I mean, there's a bit of moisture on the plate, but I mean it's mainly the sauce, I think.
You get the fat coating in your mouth, which gives you the amazing flavour.
Yeah. But
then there's no grease with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really well balanced.
Right. Pass me the ketchup. This is a life hack if you've not experienced it. Petit pois, not garden peas apparently. And tomato ketchup might be one of those childish yet absolutely fantastic combinations that I thoroughly enjoy. And I'm sure there'll be plenty said in the comments about how wrong that is, but I don't care.
It's great with fish fingers and chips.
It is particularly good with fish fingers and chips, which says a lot more about us than I cared to. But there we go. Looks like a kids' tea palate cleanser.
Sorbet.
Pea and ketchup sorbet, yeah. Are you ready for another half a pie?
Yes.
Would you like to choose, or...?
I think we do the 2 chickens back to back.
Right, good idea. Right then. Once again, we're going to go straight down. What I'm really amazed by is they cut so easily and yet stay together really well. Oh, look at that.
It's chicken Balti.
Yeah, chicken Balti. Pick a side, any side.
I don't mind. Huge chunks of chicken in that. Yeah. Again, isn't there?
There is. Part of me just wants to eat this with my hands, you know. I feel like that's a... I'm going to do it, at least the first bite. Oh my.
That's roast chicken again.
It is, but that Balti sauce is sensational. It's incredibly well balanced. So, the formula between the 2 chicken pies is very similar, except for the creamy sauce from the first one's gone, replaced with a Balti curry style sauce. But what's really impressive about it is initially it's really strong curry flavour. Not overpowering, just solid, that's all you can really taste. And then by the end of it, the chicken comes through. And you can still tell that it is roast chicken. I mean, I'm sure the pastry is going to be exactly the same. These ones are a little bit softer because that Balti sauce is just that bit,
isn't it?
yeah, just that bit thinner. It's the same pastry, I have no doubt. You can't quite tell how buttery it is in this one as much as the original chicken one because that Balti sauce just takes over.
More flavour, isn't it? It's definitely Balti, but it's not in your face Balti. It's kind of nicely balanced with the pie.
There's no doubt that it's curry sauce, but yeah, it just doesn't smack you in the face. It's really strong to start with, but not. It's not strong. Is not the right word. It's dominant to start with, that's all you can taste, but it's not strong. And then it just eases out and becomes a really nice mellow pie for me. And I'll tell you what this sauce reminds me of. It's not like a cheap plasticky chip shop sauce. And it's not like a super authentic, very powerful curry house sauce. It's like someone blended the two. It's got the subtleties of a chip shop curry sauce, but with the quality of the curry house sauce. Does that make?
Yeah.
You think?
And the more complexity of the flavours, so it's subtle like a chip shop curry.
Yeah, but it's got a bit more going on underneath, lingering about. Tell you what, one day if you can't decide between a curry and a pie, that is a phenomenal way to go. Right, it's time for my kids' tea interlude. Things are quick clean now, because we don't want to contaminate the steak with the Balti. Right then, time for the finale, the steak pie. The meat in that just weighed the knife down. If that's not real meat, I have not seen a pie with it. You're poised in anticipation.
I just can't believe how good it is.
That is an incredible steak pie. Again, like the original chicken one, it's moist but it's not wet. I'm going to tear it apart so I can get a bit of an idea of cross-referencing, but it's got these... That's not even the biggest chunk. Look at it. That's insane. Also, let's just sample the meat here, because I've got a theory, but I need to... I think that's like stewing steak or something.
I would agree. It's been
and it has been... I'm not sure. I think it's been slow cooked. The consistency is two together, which have been slow cooked, but it's been cooked just to perfection, so that it would be traditionally quite a tough cut of meat, but it just falls apart here. And as a result, you get the benefit of the flavour of that tougher cut of meat, but without any of the... I mean, this is a fairly blunt, regular table knife. No issue. Oh, it's really fantastic. It's just some pastry. It has got a little bit of the beef sauce in this bit. Let's see. We're back to that buttery, almost biscuit-like pastry. I think the pastry on the chicken one was ever so slightly dry. I think that's because the consistency of the filling in that chicken one is drier than the other two. And as a result, that impacts a bit on what you can taste in the pastry, but the quality of the pastry on all of them is just fantastic. Right, I'm going to finish this up and then we can talk a bit more about it. Rather than just sing all their praises, I think it's only fair that we rate them. Not rate them, just order them against each other.
Oh, that's hard.
You struggling? I think I know my choice. Well, I know which one I think I want another one of immediately, right now. I mean, I don't have any more, so I can't, which is sad. But I know which one I want more of right now, but I can't pick between the other two.
Is it the steak you want more of right now?
No.
Is it not?
It's that original chicken, that first one. The pastry was so just like, it was like wrapped in a butter biscuit, because the filling was that bit drier than the other two.
Yeah.
That it was just like, and you could tell that it was roast chicken, and it just, which is odd for me because I'd normally go for a steak pie. And that steak pie was probably the best steak pie I'd ever had, but that chicken was so good. I think it's my favourite, but I can't choose between the other two. The Balti sauce was incredible on the Balti pie, but as a result of that sauce, the structure of the pie suffered just a touch. I mean, compared to any other pie you've ever bought, it's still going to stand up way longer than the rest of them. It's not a bad thing at all. It's just the nature of putting something with more liquid in it in the same pie case as something with less liquid in it, and you know, it's never going to stand up the same. And the beef, just the quality of the meat on it was insane for me. So I'm going to struggle, and just the amount in there as well. It was super, just packed, wasn't it? So that's my pick. What's yours?
First and second are very close for me. As you know, I will always go for a chicken pie.
You would.
I'm going to go beef as my top pie.
Oh, so we're swapping.
Yeah.
We're swapping today. Interesting. What was second then?
The chicken.
Okay, fine. So okay.
I'm splitting hairs, picking between the two, if I'm being totally honest.
Between the beef and the chicken.
Yeah, they were both.
But the Balti for you was a bit less.
Yeah, but it was still one of the best pies I've ever eaten.
Yeah. Fair enough. No, I can't really pick between the Balti and the beef, if I'm honest. I think they were both. I know that traditionally you don't do beef Balti for obvious reasons, but I kind of preferred the meat in the beef pie, but the sauce from the Balti on those two. But the chicken one was just ever so well balanced and put together, and being ever so slightly drier won it for me.
I think both the chicken and the beef, they're really simple. He's not tried to do anything too complex with them.
No, there's no crazy
So
like.
there's no crazy flavours. There's no. It's really simple, but it's done so well.
And that's sometimes hard to do. It's not being.
It's harder to do than being complex, isn't it?
Well, it's not being masked by anything.
Yeah.
There's no shortfalls being masked by a huge amount of herbs and spices or anything else. It's just straight up, and yeah, that was scintillating. Dan, if you're watching, once again, thank you very much. They were some incredible pies. People, you've seen how well that went down. If you're in the area, and if you're not, check them out anyway, just in case they are now delivering to you. Project Pies Nottingham on Instagram, on Facebook, and hopefully I can convince Dan to get on YouTube one day as well. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it if you haven't already. Subscribe if you would be so kind, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers.